Hello everyone, and welcome to what is quite possibly the easiest Midnight Mansion chimps ever. No abilities and nothing you have to do in the middle of rounds. Sorry, I really cannot speak today. I'm probably going to mess up a few more times throughout this video. First, get Sada as top left as possible here. She will carry the first few rounds and is just pretty nice overall to have. Before round 8, get a Dart Monkey right over here as top right as possible. And then before round 9, put another one right below him. These guys are mostly just to catch leaks from Sada, but I guess they can help break down like the top layers of Bloons if they really have to. At some point before round 14, get a wizard right over here as bottom right as possible, and upgrade him to Fireball, and then after the round ends, upgrade him to Wall of Fire. We'll turn this guy into a Dragon Breath later, and he will be our main early game carry. He'll also give a damage buff to Sada later on because of Sada's level 11, but that is super relevant. He also just helps a little bit to save up to our main tier 5 towers of the run. So yeah, this is literally all we have to do until we afford Dragon Breath, so I'll see you on round 28 where you should afford it. You can technically buy it in the middle of round 27 if you feel scared for whatever reason, but yeah, just get Dragon Breath before 28, and now we will give it the bottom cross path so that it can see camo, because that's kind of important for it. Sada can camo solo for the early parts, but it's still better to have the Dragon Breath camo detection. Oh yeah, I forgot to say it, but that is quite literally the last thing we have to do before round 40, so I'll see you then. So, round 40. What we gotta do for this round is get Attack Shooter as top right as possible here. Upgrade him to a 204 Overdrive. And then get an Alchemist here as bottom left as possible on the first step down. The reason why we're placing him like this is so that the only thing in his range is the Attack Shooter. And then get this guy to a 320 Berserker Brew with Perishing Potions. And in 99% of cases, you won't have to use an ability here to pop the insides of the Moab, but if something does get past, you might want to use a Leaping Sword to catch it. I've never had to do that though, so it could happen. Maybe not. It might depend on the exact pixel you place your towers on though. It's kind of hard to know. And then 42, upgrade your Alchemist to Stronger Stimulant. And then before 45, remove the right thingy here on the table, and then get a village right on the table as bottom left as possible. Upgrade him to a Jungle Drums, and then whenever you can afford it, get him to Radar Scanner as well. Before round 50, we want to get an Embrittlement Ice Monkey right above our Dragon Breath here. If you place your Dragon Breath good enough, you should be able to fit it here. If not, you should just be able to place it over here or something. Yeah, just place it above your Dragon Breath if you left enough space. Here is also fine if you didn't place your Dragon Breath as well. I think I already said that though. Upgrade him to 410. We could theoretically get 420, but it literally does not matter, so what's the point? And now, let's start building into our main tier 5 damage dealer of the run, which is going to be the Bloon Solver. place them as top right as possible, next to your tack shooter. And then get him to Bloon Liquefier with Glue Splatter. This should be enough to handle ceramics in the mid-game and just go for Bloon Solver straight up, but somehow it just isn't enough. So, to prevent RNG, let's start building into the other tier 5 we're going to get later in the run, the Icicle Impale. So, just right next to your Dragon Breath here, get a 0, 2, 4 Icicles. You should be able to afford it before round 57, and now we will just fast forward all the way until round 62. I'll see you then. The reason I said to come back on round 62 is there's a chance that is not exactly 0 that a ceramic from the right side goes to the left. That fortified Moab that comes from the right side technically can leak, and the ceramics can make it past all of this ceramic defense. So if you really have to, just use a sword charge to clear that out. The well-known for being a terrible round 63 is completely free here, though, which is nice to see. On 64, the same thing with the fortified Moabs coming from the right side. If they leak, or if any ceramic leaks from them, just use a sword charge to clean it up. You shouldn't have to do this, though, except it seems like I do have to. So, maybe there is a slight chance. I guess it really just depends on some slight alk buff RNG, maybe, and when your Icicles fires. It's really random. That was the first time that I've ever had to do that, though, so who knows. After round 71, you should be able to afford the Bloon Solver. And now, let's just wait all the way until round 82, I think, or 81, when we get the Icicle Impale. I'll see you then. Round 80 might seem a little bit sketchy, but like the second that ZOMG layer pops, Solver just takes care of it and it dies instantly. That's nice to see. But yeah, you should be able to get the Icicle Impale right on round 82. Once you get it, set him to close. The reason why we want him on close is because it might just target the things coming from the left instead of the things coming from the right. This will make it so it targets both about evenly, which is what we want. And then, so our Icicle Impale can hit DDTs, let's get a Monkey Intelligence Bureau. And this is quite literally all we have to do until, like, almost round 100. So, I'll see you then. This setup is very, very strong. Like, technically we don't actually have to do this until round 100, but I'll come back on round 99. So just watch your Icicle Impale plus Bloon Solver combo just destroy everything. You might be asking why I slow it down. It's just so I can watch this combo destroy some of the hardest rounds in the game. It's kind of cool. As you just saw on round 97, we have a serious lack of single target damage. Like, it's just not that good. Both of our towers don't do great versus single targets. So, we're going to have to buy something big to make round 100 have no abilities. That's exactly what we'll do. Remove that top left obstacle and get a spike factory right over here. And upgrade it to a 250 carpet of spikes. That's literally it. If it fires the ability right as round 99 ends, not all of the spikes will actually get used, or it will like actually get thrown out, which is kind of interesting, but that's still enough. You can still win even if it does that stupid thing. Boom. With that, you should now have your Midnight Mansion Black Border with a very, very easy strategy featuring the Bloon Solver plus Icicle Impale combo. I hope this guide helped you out in some way. Have a nice rest of your day, and goodbye.